Hi guys, bit of a kit update on shoes. These are my, on the rare occasions where I have to dress formally. I was wearing these. They've finally given up the ghost now. They've Okay guys, I'm going to have to film this video indoors. Every time I speak outside, the neighbours' dogs are barking and it's just a massive distraction. It's going to make for a terrible video. One of the reasons I actually have waterproof shoes is because when I film videos, I can go out 365 days a year. Doesn't matter if it's raining, doesn't matter on the ground conditions. I can still get out there. I'm not going to have wet feet and it's going to make the whole process enjoyable. So these are I did a review on these shoes a year ago. These are the Decathlon Quechua SH100 waterproof shoe. I did that review October last year and it's now November. So they've lasted just over a year. I actually stopped wearing these about a month ago. They were just a little bit too far gone. The sole is now falling away from the upper. But these weren't much. These are like £25–30. That's all I ever really spend on shoes. And to get a year, 365 day a year use, I would have worn these every day. I can't recall one day where I didn't wear these shoes. Going out, say long walks with the dogs, walks to make YouTube videos, which I preferentially make outside, and a year for a £30 pair of shoe. And they stayed waterproof right up till the end. Just about starting to leak now. There's probably going to get a little bit of water through there, but we're not in the depths of winter yet, so I haven't got wet feet on these. So these are the Quechua 100s. I've since replaced them. Had these now maybe less than a month, 2-3 weeks, something like that. So these are the Quechua SH100s warm edition. So they've got like the fur lining in them. I don't really take too much notice of like warm shoes. They are warmer. But I've wore like Alpine Norwegian spec boots in the UK in the summertime, and it's not too bad. Your feet might get a little bit hot, but I probably prefer to wear like a warm boot in the summer than like a desert boot or a hot weather boot in the winter time. So I plan on wearing these all year round, even though they are the warm ones. I think they're like just a nicer aesthetic. So I've gone for the like mid boot this time rather than the low one. I mean, I'm not really overly fashion conscious, but I think these just kind of work better with like hiking trousers, jeans. That's pretty much all I wear. I wear hiking trousers pretty much exclusively, sometimes maybe once a week, like jeans. But I think they just kind of look better if you are worried about that. And it's a little bit higher. I mean, I didn't really have a problem that much with these. I don't tend to walk through places where it's extremely boggy, more just across normal fields, normal footpaths in the UK, and it's rare that you'd ever have to cross water that's like deeper than ankle unless you're wading through rivers. But it gives you a little bit more protection. I mostly just got these because it's a little bit of a change. So I had this pair last year, and the previous pair I had before that were very similar to these. So it's a little bit of a change. Just so far, these Decathlon boots have been absolutely bulletproof, just any and all conditions. I said in the previous video, you live in the UK, you live in like Northern Europe, it's going to rain in your environment. Canada, many parts of America. These are wet, temperate climates, unless you're quite lucky. So for me, just having one pair of shoes, no matter if it's sideways rain or if it's just a nice sunny day, you just don't have to think. You just put these shoes on and not even consider, oh, is it going to rain today? Is it going to be a little bit icy? Do I need to change my footwear? Just wear these for everything. Besides running, that's the only time I ever really change my shoes. So I don't really do that many formal things where I need to wear like a proper like a leather shoe. But I do have those like for the, odd family occasion, birthdays and marriages, that kind of stuff. I can wear a formal shoe. But, I don't know, 350 out of 365 days, this will just be the exclusive shoe. So we'll see how these ones get on. It'll be interesting to see if I want to get a full year out of them because all the other Decathlon shoes I've had, I had this pair and then a previous pair before that, they've held up at least a year. These ones were getting a little bit shabby, but I think last year, probably particularly, I did more walking than previous years. The sole's still good. It's just kind of, cheaper shoes just tend to fall apart in areas like this. So we'll see how these ones get on. These were, I think, $24.99. It's a bit of a bargain. If you get a year out just a year's worth of shoe wearing for $24.99. It's a pretty good bargain. I actually quite like the laces because I quite like burgundy just generally as a colour. It's almost like a colour match. Not that I'm overly fussed about that sort of stuff, but it's nice, especially while the shoes are new. They still look relatively good when you're wearing a top. So I just love the simplicity. I just love getting up in the morning. And I'll talk about this in another video, but I'm trying to go at least up till Christmas time, if not the whole of winter, without actually wearing a jacket at all when I go out. So we're just coming up to December now. It's starting to get a little bit chilly in the UK. Some mornings 2-3 degrees, something like that. And I haven't been wearing a jacket at all. Just trying to go for. I actually carry a jacket in my bag in case like some kind of emergency, like the car breaks down or I get stuck somewhere. I do have a jacket that I could put on. I just wear like a really small packable mountaineering jacket that packs down really small. It goes in the back of the bag. But so far, just this really simple, almost like minimalist clothes wearing. Put these shoes on, don't have to worry. Put my hiking trousers on and a t-shirt, and I go out the door. I'll talk about more about my no jacket philosophy, and maybe in a future video. That's just a little bit of an update. The Quechua SH100. I have no affiliation to Decathlon, but I'm a simple guy. I just pretty much go to Decathlon for clothes. The hiking and footwear stuff is pretty good. Anything that's like walking based, I think it's just a great like shoe and clothing to wear because there's a lot of fashion shoes just aren't really good for your feet, especially for women. I guess it's not as bad for men because men just tend to wear trainers anyway. But something you can just you can wear these down the pub. You can go on a 50-mile walk. Same pair of shoes, doesn't really matter. So that's just a little bit catch up video on my shoes. Bit of an upgrade. I don't know, they're probably about the same price. But yeah, Decathlon shoes, can't really go wrong. As I say, I've got no affiliation, but it's just a place I go to shop because I don't want to be traipsing around the shops looking at all different shoes. I just go to Decathlon, pick out a pair I like. If they're waterproof, I'm going to buy them. And that's it for this video. If you have any comments or questions on these shoes, just let me know. I'm starting to get a bit of a pro at the Decathlon like waterproof shoe range now. And I'll see you in the next video.